Hey y'all, Farmer Dre back at it. We're out here in our shop today, and today's video is part 2 of finishing the high density apple trellis. Alrighty, so one of the viewers wanted to know how this PTO generator and the welder works. So this is just a utility generator, and you know, it needs to be, I think the tractor size needs to be 65 horse or bigger. Our tractor's 100 horse, so it's good to go. So we put it on this trailer. It's an 8-foot trailer, just a utility trailer. I think we bought it from, I don't know, pretty cheap trailer. I think we bought it from Harbor Freight. That's where we bought it from. We put it on here. But this generator is PTO driven, like I mentioned, and it runs the runs power to it. And then this is our welder here. And what we're doing, that extension cord there doesn't really, the cord from the welder doesn't work good in this, so we got to rewire something in here. But my dad and I are gonna go ahead and finish all that good stuff, and hopefully by tonight we'll get it all done. My dad wants to change some stuff on the welder, but it's just, you know, slowly going back and forth and deciding what we want to do. But slowly and surely we're gonna get it done. And the plan for today is I want to start welding the clips on the high density apples, and then tomorrow we'll go ahead and finish them off. But we got to get this whole thing figured out and see exactly what we're doing. Alrighty, so we went ahead and put this all, we just installed this dolly real quick, then all those cables connected and everything, and just strapped it on here, and then we are good to go and start welding. Alrighty, so we went ahead and got this connected to the tractor, generator, the welder's working, then Adrian's out here just welding those clips 6 inches above the ground, and that is where the anchor is coming down from the up top, and it's like on 2 different wires coming down, tying up to it, and then we will be good in shape. And then I gotta come through and cut these at about 3 foot, because we got really rocky soil here, and not all of them went the same in depth in the ground. Like that one went 3 foot in the ground, but this one didn't. So we gotta come back later and get the grinder and chop them off, or a bandsaw or something. But Adrian's out here welding and getting it done. We gotta weld one on every single anchor, and then we'll start tying these top wires a little tighter. Alrighty, so I was actually starting the sawdust wood stove for the tomatoes, and then Adrian and Isaac, they've been out here, and Adrian just has 3 more posts here, 3 more of the anchors, and he is done welding those. So hopefully in the morning, if I wake up, no, but in the morning, once we get started here, Adrian and I are gonna go ahead and pull the anchors first, and then so while he welds that, I'm gonna kind of explain what we're gonna do here, and I kind of explained a little in my previous video. But over here, you guys see these are 1-year-old trees, and they are already, I would say, I mean, the top wire is 9 foot tall, so these are probably 8.5 feet tall already, maybe 8 foot. And as you guys can see here, you know, this is growing cricket, so we're gonna tie a string from up to the top wire and come all the way down and try to grow the leader as straight as possible. And the straighter the leader, the better it is long term, because then it's easier to prune and manage. So that's why we're gonna go ahead and do that. I know some other farmers, they use bamboo sticks and other things like that, and we sat down and calculated, you know, for us to buy bamboo sticks, not really worth it. I mean, a lot of the big orchards up north, you know, they have they get them pretty cheap, but for us to ship them down here, it's a little more pricey. So we're gonna go ahead and just tie the string to it and just use that method instead of the bamboo sticks, which it works. Alrighty, so that was fast. Now in the morning, we'll come out here again. Adrian and I are gonna go ahead and start working on the anchors and supports and all that good stuff. So we will see you guys in the morning. Alrighty, so it is the next morning and it is a lot colder than yesterday. Yesterday afternoon, it got up to, I think, around 50 degrees, and this morning it is 35, and the high for today is 38. But you know what? That's not gonna stop us from working. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the skid steer, get the fancy tool we have, and just start straightening out those end posts, the end anchors there. So alrighty, so Adrian and I just got done doing this first one here. We're just trying to test it out. We had to do it twice because we didn't know exactly what we're doing, but we're just gonna go ahead and just leave one anchor from the third wire all the way down. The post is straight, everything's solid, and just to see here, it moved about a ½ inch on the bottom, but that's why I put it down there so it doesn't move back and forth. And we tried doing one from up top, but the angle is too great, and I'm scared it's just gonna pull this one out of the ground whenever it's too tight. So just one's good for now, and we got to make sure our dad approves of it. But you know, we do all the work, but if my dad doesn't approve of our work, then we have to try to reconsider and do something else. But I think one of them is fine. The post is level, this one's not too bad, so we're gonna go ahead and continue moving on here, working on here. So all right, so it is going pretty good, but this roll of wire here is getting me pretty mad. And all this is barbless barbed wire, and it's a lot stronger than the high tensile. So this is why we're using this for the anchors there, but it's getting me mad because we cannot unroll it without it getting in our way. So I'm gonna try to invent something here on the tractor, on a small tractor, on our 3-point attachment we made early on, and see if I can put this roll of wire on here somehow. And this whole thing comes out like that. You guys can see there, but I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do here. So this is what I came up here. It's kind of cheesy, but I just got some of this high tensile wire and just tied it to this part right there, and just pull this wire right here just like that, and that'll be it. So alrighty, so I am out here solo right now. Adrian had to go to class, and then, you know, for me, I actually dropped out of a class that was on Tuesday, Thursdays. So now I am home Tuesday and Thursday all day, and you know, I can leave time to work on the farm because, you know, whenever I was going to school, I had to leave ½ hour early to find parking because around noon, you know, parking was bad, and then by the time I got to class, it was an hour and 15 minutes. So the whole thing, when I was going to school on Tuesday and Thursdays, I was spending 3 hours in class, and it was the middle of the day. So I was like, you know what, I'd rather not take that class and work 6 hours a week back on the farm than to be out there. And you know, I didn't need the class to graduate. It was just an elective, and I had plenty of the electives to graduate, so that's not going to affect my schedule. But it's more exciting for you guys because you guys are going to see more content and more videos coming at you guys, you know. So it's just yeah, I'm out here by myself, and we'll see how fast I can get one done. Adrian and I were going pretty quick, just back and forth, but you know, slowly and surely we're slowly getting it done. We're slowly getting it all done. Alright, so I just had some problems with this one right here. This post was too bent that one. I ripped the cable there twice, or the wire, but it's nice and strong. The post is straight now, and we got 9 rows here on this side. Now I'm going to run to that side, and then we'll be done. Then I'm going to go ahead and get the same adapter we have there, and then pull these top ones tight, because we did it. If you guys saw my channel back in the summer, we tied these back in the summer real tight. These ones I just pulled the other day, so we're gonna tie these and then get on Brownie and tie a string from the top wire down to the bottom. Alrighty, so I just got done with those last anchors there, and now I'm gonna go ahead and get the brownie and head out there. And I'm gonna go ahead and tighten up the last two wires, the fancy tool. I don't even know what you call it. The tool's made for bulb wires and stuff, but it works good with the cable that we use. So I started browning, let that warm up a little, get the hydraulic oil going, and hydraulic oil warmed up a little. Then we'll go ahead out there and finish those two. So I'm on this end, and what I have to do here is I'm going to go ahead and wrap the high tensile wire on the post nicely. Then I'm going to go on that side and get that fancy ratchet tool thingy that we use to tighten up stuff. So I'm going to go every single row now, put these two high tensile wires nice around the post, and finish it off. Drive the brownie all the way down there. Hopefully, I'm going to finish a high density apple trellis today. The trellis system is done. The whole entire thing, all 9 rows are done with the 4 wires. The anchors are put in. And like I said early on in today's video, we got to come through later on, and we got to come through later on before spring hits and get those strings and come down to every single tree to train that leader straight. But tonight I'm actually going to a local county conference, and I'm going to go ahead and be speaking at that conference about making the topic is growing revenue on U-pick operations, and this is the first one of the year. And we go to a lot of these conferences to learn ourselves, but Missouri Extension wanted me to speak because of the success and growth that they've seen on our farm in the past 5 years, 6 years. Everything's been going on with the new systems and stuff. So I'll be there tonight. I'm gonna try to film a few clips for you guys. But this is gonna be pretty much it for today. The trellis system is done. And if you guys liked today's video, don't forget to hit that like button if you guys really enjoyed it. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you guys haven't already. Don't forget to hit that notification icon so you guys can be notified whenever I do post a video. I wanna say thanks for watching up to this point. You guys have a good day, and we will see you next time.